Go. All right, here comes the third period. Preparing for the inevitable. It's a travesty we're not together, working on ourselves full circle instead, regardless of what detractors have said. Our upgrades are a boundless endeavor. Breathing life in our desired avatar will invite us to love each other more, with wisdom and freedom to make us roar, holding a weight to take us both far. Embattled alone, forged by lonesomeness, whether betrayed or undesirable, embracing their rigid divisiveness like outlaws who became more powerful. Our downtime in ourselves which we invest make our views on life invulnerable. Clueless. Clueless is an existential being. My actions get me in so much trouble. My impulses are ways of true living. There are times I don't see what I'm doing as my mistakes pile up on the double. Clueless is an existential being. Always acting, but I'm never seeing myself as I could fail and fall into rubble. My impulses are ways of true living. My unplanned clumsiness is a being of what we all are out of our bubble. Clueless is an existential being. Lack of self-awareness has me seething, where just one false move will get me pummeled. My impulses are ways of true living. Living is an abstract world where being yourself is a quantum leap or stumble. Clueless is an existential being. My impulses are ways of true living. And I'm going to cover a poem by the late, great Allen Ginsberg entitled Homework. If I were doing my laundry, I'd wash my dirty Iran. I'd throw in my United States and pour on the ivory soap, scrub up Africa, put all the birds and elephants back in the jungle, and I'd wash the Amazon River and clean the oily Caribbean Gulf of Mexico, rub that smog off the North Pole, wipe up all the pipelines in Alaska, rub a dub-dub for Rocky Flats and Los Alamos, flush that sparkling cesium out of Love Canal, rinse down the acid rain over the Parthenon and Sphinx, drain sludge out of the Mediterranean basin and make it azure again. Put some blowing back into the sky over the Rhine, bleach the little clouds so snow return white as snow. Cleanse the Hudson, Thames and Neckar, drain the suds out of Lake Erie. Then I throw Big Asia in one giant load and wash out the blood and Agent Orange. Dump the whole mess of Russia and China in the ringer, squeeze out the tattletale gray of U.S. Central American police state, and put the planet in the dryer and let it sit 20 minutes or an aeon till it came out clean. Okay, I'll make this the main event of the evening. This one is entitled The Heat of Battle. Jumping for that loose ball, diving for that loose puck, running for that passing bus, scraping for them Tito's. My tongue wiggles at the bottle of the last drop of Gatorade in the heat of battle. Gritting my teeth for that last word, pouting over what was said to me, jumping across the table for that last piece of turkey with fork and knife in hand, out screaming everyone in the room just so I could breathe in this overcrowded bar and nightclub in the heat of battle. Pushing for that last rep, running for that last mile, breathing louder for that gust of air, reaching out for that closing door to jump out that train or on in the heat of battle. There is so much our teeth itch for when tension rises every time we face a conflict. We also dwell on the future should we fall short of our desires and our needs. Along with the need to desire, it becomes an obsession. Looking for each and every hit of love is a craving of social existence for our own greatest good, because nothing else matters to us when we want something in the heat of battle. Well, guys, that does it here for me. A little less than an hour of poetry, a little more of an hour of poetry that I read. This is probably the most I've ever done with the time I had, but boy, I gotta say, this was an experience I'll never forget, and I hope you don't either. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Centula Tom, Tom Centula on Facebook, at TA Centula on YouTube, Tom Centula on Bandcamp. I want to take the time to thank Storyville Bar here in Helsinki for inviting me to do this, and it's great to have a nice capacity crowd that would fill up a bar like this to come see me live while socializing over a nice beer, a couple of drinks after a long day in the office or at school. I couldn't have done this without you guys. Pia, thank you for the invite and the reservation. Johan, thank you very much as well for the drink, the complimentary. And everyone who showed me the hospitality that I never expected, I appreciate that very much. Only got a couple of days until I leave here, so I gotta use the sauna. I gotta finally use the sauna. You say sauna. Americans say sauna, but you pronounce it sauna. So I'll say sauna. How does that sound to you? Once again, this is Tom Centula for the Finnish feature presentation. Up next on MTV3, you got Joker playing tonight, right, guys? Are they playing? Are they playing Hermes or that other team? I forget which one it is. I saw the promo last night, but I forget which other team. But that's about 6:30, 18:30. All right, guys, get ready for game time, and then get ready for the holiday season. Good fight. Hyvää Yorta. Have a good night.